We're on a road to nowhere. Come on inside. Taking that ride to nowhere. We'll take that ride. I'm feeling okay this morning. And you know, we're on the road to paradise. Here we go, here we go. There's a city in my mind. Come along and take that ride, and it's alright, baby, it's alright. And it's very far away, but it's growing day by day, and it's alright, baby, it's alright. Would you like to come along, and you can help me sing this song, and it's alright, baby, it's alright. There's a city in my mind. Come along and take that ride, and it's alright, baby, it's alright. And it's very far away, but it's growing day by day. It's alright, baby, it's alright. They could tell you what to do, but they'll make a fool of you, and it's alright, baby, it's alright.
Hello, let me just click this rock fin before I forget. Seems like I have been doing a fuckload of impromptu shows lately, but you know, a girl's gotta talk. When a girl's gotta vent, a girl's gotta vent. And I used to do my venting in writing, and still do, but now I do a lot of my venting in video because I can express myself more. So I'm sure anybody watching knows this is going to have something to do with the rally today, but it may not be the typical thing you're expecting, the typical thing other people are saying. I'll be doing another show this coming week with someone else, but here's the thing. As an experienced organizer, I do not appreciate non-organizers coming at me and telling me that my opinion is fucked up. Because I'm speaking from experience. I'm saying what has worked and what has not worked, and what is good and what is not good. I'm talking from experience. No, you can take it or leave it. That doesn't mean you have to agree and you have to do it. But you sure as fuck shouldn't attack me when you sit on your ass 24/7 and I've actually done this shit and you're coming at me telling me I shouldn't have an opinion. No, that's not going to happen. So the rally today, the past 2 weeks or so, many of us have learned you cannot, absolutely under any circumstance, say a single word that is not sucking their dick, or you will be attacked, called CIA, harassed, bullied, insulted. You have to lick their boots in order to just have it okay. Otherwise, you're going to get DMs. You're going to get people jumping all over you because you cannot have an opinion. You can't. That is some fucking cult shit, okay? Let's just get that straight. That's not about people's opinions. That's about being cultists. You can't say anything bad about this. Even if it's constructive criticism, you better not say anything. They are right. They are doing a great thing. How fucking dare you? That's called a cult. That's literally a fucking cult. Ready to attack anyone who says a single fucking thing about what you're talking about? That is insanity. So what am I referring to specifically? Okay, So there are people online who are legit saying straight up Nazis were at the event. I didn't go there. What did I do? I said two awful things. Number one, there should have been ASL interpreters, because I am actually a person who fucking believes in inclusivity. I actually am stupid enough to think that maybe if someone goes to an event, be it a museum, a film, a concert, that they should actually be able to enjoy as much as they can. We always have ASL interpreters. That's called being fucking cognizant that there are disabled people who may just be in attendance. Okay, so that's first of all. How dare I complain about that? I'm being told that saying that's ableist is bullshit. Actually, it's pretty ableist to say that it was an oversight. They didn't think of it. Maybe they'll do it next time. There's an ADA for other things for a reason. You are literally leaving out an entire community of people. You are saying you want to get this message out, but there is an entire deaf community that you are fucking ignoring. That's not okay. I don't give a fuck what rally it is. If I support the rally, I don't support the rally. I don't give a flaming fuck. I've called out other rallies for it before, and I'll keep fucking calling out rallies for it. It's not acceptable. You raised $100,000 fucking dollars, and you cannot give a few people in DC that we've worked with. I know there's plenty. A few people in DC, you can't flip them $100 out of that $100,000 and say, hey, you know what? We need ASL interpreters. Because guess what? It's change compared to what you fucking raised, okay? So even if there was one deaf person there, you fucked them over, okay? Think about being excited for something, traveling for that something. Looking forward to hearing certain speakers, like seeing what they say. Oh, sorry. Fuck you. You weren't thought about. Oh, well. I mean, we have signs and, exciting things like that, banners and stuff, but sorry, didn't think of you. Apparently, you're not, worth thinking about. That's why I have a really hard time believing that the people who really organize this are actually organizers, like actual real organizers. I have a hard time to believe that. Maybe they are. I don't know. My other complaint that I said online that I got, that I'm still getting absolutely attacked for, is the fact that when you are doing a huge event, and for instance, this one was anti-war. They had a picture on their website or on their Twitter, which stated it had their poster with their name and symbol on it. And there was a bunch of homeless, unhoused people in tents in the background. Why was that on your Twitter? Was that props? What was it? Why was that there? For what? So, and I asked, please tell me you guys helped, with some mutual aid while you were there, because I see a bunch of unhoused people and nobody responded, of course. But if you're going to use them as props in your picture, can you please help them some way? So anyway, so I got no response. So today, it was really upsetting to me yesterday and today how I kept thinking about all these missed opportunities. Like, you're talking about being anti-war. Awesome. Here's an opportunity that you are expecting thousands of people, okay? Do you realize how many people you could have helped if you recommended, recommended people bring coats, socks, water, canned goods, hats, gloves. Just, hey, if you're coming, can you please bring some things, because there are thousands of homeless veterans exactly where we're going to be protesting, like in that exact area, and we have some of them in our photo. And we'd actually like to do something nice for people who have actually experienced the trauma of war, and actually maybe help them with some fucking mutual aid. So the fact that so-called leftists are coming at me saying like I'm like this horrible person for suggesting maybe when you're anticipating that many people, and that you are in DC is one of the most concentrated unhoused veteran areas in the country. So maybe just put on the flyer, takes 2 seconds. Please consider bringing blanket, coat, socks, whatever. You only get 10 people. Who the fuck cares? Go over and give me. Like, are you kidding me? You couldn't do that. And the fact that I'm being attacked, well, why don't you go do your anti-rally and war rally and you have people bring that? Okay, yeah, because the events I've done, I actually have done mutual aid afterwards. Some of us do. But the fact of the matter is, that is a lazy ass fucking thing to say. Oh, well, just go do your own rally. Okay, so I'm not the one with $100,000 fucking, account here. You know how much food and shelter you could buy for $100,000 fucking dollars? And you want me to like go up against that? That is such a deflection, and that is so insulting to be like, no, they don't have to do it. You do it yourself. Why should they obfuscate responsibility? Why can't I criticize them? Why is it on me to go then do the same thing so I can do it? Why? This is their rally. They are the ones who did it. I'm allowed, believe it or not, to fucking criticize whatever I want to. And the fact that I'm saying it is a wasted opportunity that they could have helped many, many, many unhoused people with the ability, the reach that they had to encourage people to just do some aid. But privileged people don't fucking do that. And privileged people fight people when they recommend something so crazy, like maybe helping people. I am just floored with the so-called anti-war people on Twitter who have been so fucking ugly, so hateful, such bullies, just attacking, just so disgusting. And how are you anti-war when you are obviously like anti-humanity by the way you're fucking acting? I cannot fathom going at anyone who's suggesting mutual aid for anything and being like fighting back on that. Like, even I don't care if you support the rally. I don't give a fuck. That has nothing to do with what I'm saying. It's okay to be like, yeah, you know what? That's a good idea. They should have done that. I hope they do that next time. Why is that hard? No, it's got to be, how dare you fucking attack them? You're so divisive. Why don't you do your own fucking rally? You're lazy. You are lazy and you're privileged. You're not a leftist who cares about people and the issues if you're going to come at people like that who are asking about mutual aid. Don't think I don't see how I'm literally the only fucking big account on Twitter who ever retweets any fucking mutual aid. Because people who send me mutual aid requests tell me all the fucking time, I send this to people and they see the message and they ignore it. You're the only one who does it. So I understand that these people need help, and I fucking try my best to help them. Even if it's the click of a fucking share button. So I am sorry that people are that privileged that they want to attack someone for saying that they should have used this opportunity for some fucking mutual aid for some people who have nothing. Like, you have every celebrity in the fucking world, and like, you can't just be like, yo, hey, can you guys tweet out we're going to be collecting jackets and gloves and shit? Do you have any fucking idea how many people that would have helped? Like, and I'm awful for suggesting that. That's some unserious bullshit, okay? Because whether you like the rally or not, whether you support the rally or not, is obsolete. What I'm saying is valid. And it should be valid to anyone who says they actually care about the people affected by fucking war, okay? Because that's who I'm talking about. And you guys would rather fucking sit there and bitch at me for suggesting helping them than fucking, actually saying, you know what, that's a good point. Let's do that next time. It's pathetic. Like, it is so pathetic. This shit is cult behavior. Straight up. Fucking cult. So, ASL interpreter and mutual aid, they're coming at me when people are calling them fucking Nazis and shit. But come at me for saying two things that are so fucking unoffensive and, like, obvious. At least it's obvious to me. I never thought my post would get attacked so bad by saying mutual aid should be done. It just shows these people, and I'm not even talking about the rally. I'm talking about the people who are being cultist about the rally. Like, the thing is, I never said shit about the rally. Never said shit when they were saying people who are not anti-war were speaking. I didn't say shit. I never said shit about so much stuff I could have. But then I come out and I say, you know what? There should have been ASL interpreters and mutual aid. And it's like this big fucking ordeal when people are literally saying you guys had Nazis, and I'm getting more vitriol than that. It is so sad that I think people want to believe so hard that they will just attack anyone who they say as even like a micro oppressor, like, and that's really sad because it shouldn't be I like them so you can't say anything. It should be, you know what, I like them, but that's a valid point. But I just got a DM from someone who once was a friend who said, I can't believe you're saying people are ableist for not having ASL interpreters. Are you kidding me? And going off on me. That is ableism right there. You may have hearing, so check your privilege and think that maybe not everyone does. People who make, comments like that, they should go one day with a blindfold on and think about how I feel. They should go one day with earplugs in and think about how deaf people feel. Maybe it shouldn't take that, but maybe it would wake people up. Because think about going to see like 25 speakers, 2 musicians, and not being able to hear a single thing. Now think about also not seeing an interpreter telling you what anyone is saying. Do you think that's fair? Would you not be upset if you were the person there that had no idea what was going on, I would be heartbroken. Then again, I have empathy for people, and I'm not seeing empathy anywhere. I'm seeing so much fucking hatred, so much just blatant attacks, blatant ugliness. It's so sad, because if this really were anti-war, I would think people would actually be less ugly. Honestly, it's this whole thing has been such toxicity, and it is so not about the rally. It's about people's behavior, who are people who had nothing to do with organizing it and didn't even go, just being like spokespeople. And the thing is, when you are an organizer, and non-organizers don't fucking get this. When you are an organizer, it literally is your fucking soul. It is your blood, sweat, and tears. It is everything. It is 24/7, 365. So you will criticize certain things. You will. And you'll say, you know what? We did that. It didn't work. We did this and it did work. It's experience. That's what you do. So for someone to be able to say that and then get told it's gatekeeping, that's not gatekeeping. Gatekeeping is saying you're not allowed to do that, which is what you guys are doing to us. You're saying we can't say certain things. We're not telling you you can't do certain things. We're saying it's better if you do it this way. That's the fucking difference. So many people need to fucking check themselves right now. It is so disgusting. I usually go to Twitter to fucking, see comrades and have fun and, get, wonderful messages of support. And, the past 2 weeks, it's been pure hatred. I see no anti-war anywhere. I see nothing but superlatives and fucking pejoratives and fuck you, you suck, you're wrong. If you criticize them, you are obviously not anti-war. Like, you're fucking kidding me, right? Half the speakers aren't anti-fucking war, but okay, I'm anti-war. I'm not anti-war if I dare critique a single event. Are you fucking kidding me? That is insane. These people have no fucking idea just how ridiculous they sound, and that's what's sad. I hope so bad that this shit calms down. And can we just please stop calling it a movement? It's not a movement. One rally is not a fucking movement. A movement is multiple actions, continuation of organizing, meetings, things going on, not just actions, but it could be online things, it could be petitions, it could be whatever. That's a movement. One event is not a movement. And I'll tell you one thing too. If you want an anti-war movement, you better start giving people a fucking microphone who aren't famous, because they're the ones who are going to make people anti-war. Those are the people, not famous people. They'll help bring people out. And there's nothing wrong with having some well-known people. Nothing wrong with that at all. The problem is when you have only well-known people. When I became anti-war, it was not because of a celebrity. It was because I heard real stories of real pain. That's what changes people. Not, a politician standing up there and talking about anti-war who is literally not anti-war. So, there are always going to be criticisms of every action. Trust me. I know that. Trust me. Some are valid, some are not. Are there people attacking in bad faith? I'm sure. We had it too, of course. But it's not bad faith to say they needed ASL interpreters and to do mutual aid. That's not bad faith. That's talking about humanity. And if you're anti-war, you should actually care about humanity. Also, being hateful is not anti-war. Hate is what breeds war. And the hatred just, nonstop on Twitter, just fucking ugliness. If you tell me you're anti-war and you're going in people's comments and attacking them, seriously, please self-reflect, because that looks fucking stupid and I don't believe you. Why are we anti-war? Because we don't believe in people suffering. It's that simple. I don't want anyone to suffer. I'm not anti-US war. I am anti-war. I don't care who started it, who's in it, who's fighting it, where the base is. I don't give a fuck. I'm against war. And why is that? Like I said, I want to support humanity. I don't want anyone to suffer. And by hurling insults and being ugly, you want to make people suffer. Yes, it is not physically, it is not you droning someone, but it is still you being ugly. It is still toxicity. It is still adding to people, attacking others, and threads going on and on and on of straight up attacks. That's not how, I don't expect like anti-war people to be like kumbaya and shit. Trust me, I know it's not the 70s. I'm not. So I don't expect that. But anti-war, I've never seen so many people say they're anti-war who were not acting like they're anti-war. It's sad. It shouldn't be like this. It should be, if you truly want to build a movement, like I said, one rally is not a movement. But if you want to build a movement, this is not how you do it. This is not, you cannot criticize or I will absolutely limp-bast you. That's not a movement. Not letting people say their criticism, that's not a movement. That's literally superiority complex. That is, I'm right. It's an opinion, but I'm stating it as a fact. So you better not say anything else. They can have their opinions. You cannot have yours. It's that simple. And that's not okay. So fuck people coming in my DMs. Fuck people saying it's not okay for me to say there should have been mutual aid. Fuck people for saying I shouldn't care that there weren't ASL interpreters. You should fucking care, because you claim to be about helping humanity. And that's what those things are for. So, I mean, to me, there's nothing more divisive than attacking people who are making valid points. That's divisive. Not pointing out those things. And the fact that I even have to say that is just, I don't know why I'm shocked anymore, because there's so many awful people on Twitter. But it sucks when they're people I thought I knew. And I have learned so much about people I thought I cared about and I thought I knew the past 2 weeks, that I have learned they are complete and utter cultists and are so part of groupthink and so ready to just attack anyone for any reason, and will gaslight like crazy, and will do mental twister like crazy, and do everything they can to attempt to rationalize every single move. It's honestly, I have no fucking hope for anything. Honestly, I mean, if the past 2 weeks has shown me anything, it's that, like, why the fuck would I try to do any, actions again? Like, it's at this point, I feel like it's fucking pointless the way people are acting. I mean, and one thing I will say in, like, defense, or not defense, but in, as far as the rally goes, I know people are talking about, like, how there weren't a lot of attendees. And I get it, because I thought there were going to be way more. But as an organizer, there is literally zero way to tell or foresee how many people are going to go. It's not possible. Like, even on Facebook, when I've organized and somebody clicks going, you might have half of the people who said going. There is no way to tell at all. So yeah, I mean, the numbers weren't great, but I think we've probably all of us who have organized have been there. I don't think it's necessarily on them how many people showed up. But I mean, I didn't put $100,000 into any of my actions either. So, I mean, I guess that would suck. But I wish I could read your comments. But yeah, I will definitely read your comments as soon as I get off there. I just felt like I needed to go live because I was going to explode, because, it was funny. I was sitting at my in-laws and my husband was sitting next to me on the couch, and he's like reading my text, and he's like, whoa, what? Because I had to, like, kid came at me like, no, we're not going to play that. First of all, I'm old enough to be your mother, so don't talk to me like I'm 2. So people are showing themselves, and it's sad, and it's gross, and I have no tolerance for it. I don't care how long I've known you or how much I care about you. If you are being an asshole, I'm not putting up with that. And I'm not going to fall for the fucking gaslighting and shit like that. Like, I'm just muting people left and right. I'm unfollowing left and right. Not because we disagree, but because they go in for attacks because they can't have a discussion without insulting and, gaslighting and things like that. Like, I'm not putting my energy into that. I'm not. I'm like mentally exhausted from even looking at Twitter. It's so sad. And if I didn't do my show, I wouldn't even be on Twitter, because it's just a big clusterfuck of ugliness and toxicity, especially the past 2 weeks. So, yesterday I kept thinking, like, I cannot wait until this rally is over, because I thought maybe, people would start taking some of my, my issues, like, seriously, because I never once said the words, don't go. I never once said the words, don't go. Never. I never said, if you go, I hate you. I never unfollowed someone because they went. I've never done that. But yet I got attacked that I was trying to stop it and trying to make it fail and stuff like that. So I figure, okay, you know what? I'm just going to start talking after it. Well, that didn't help. So it's very obvious that leftists are nothing more than groupthink. And they say they're about the issues, and every day more and more they're just proving they're not. It's not about a rally. It's not. It is so much fucking deeper than that. It is so much deeper than that. And I don't expect these people acting like this to actually be introspective and actually be self-critical and think about, maybe the way I'm reacting isn't the most productive. Because if you're spending your time attacking me for wanting ASL interpreters and mutual aid, I mean, I feel bad for you. Seriously, you may want to choose your battles. And I don't think, you know, things trying to help humanity, like trying to be of service to people, I don't really think that's like a good thing for you to focus on attacking. That's just me. Anyway, tomorrow night I have young Morpheus. He will be joining me, and that will be at 9 p.m. tomorrow. It'll be an earlier time. Unfortunately, Andrew will be unavailable. So I will be doing my show without my Andrew. So I'm sad, but young Morpheus is a great comrade. He has a great show on YouTube. So he'll be joining me, and we'll talk about the week's news, all that fun stuff. I also do have 2 people coming on later in the week who are in East Palestine, and they will be sharing what they're going through. And one of them is has been documenting things through video and photo right from his yard. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then March 2nd, that is the day of my musicians for mutual aid. If you guys know any musicians, please, please, please send them my way. My Twitter DMs are always open. Send them my way. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm going to keep dropping mutual aid links in the comments as the musicians play, so that the donations will go directly to those needing help. They'll go right to their Cash App, their PayPal, their whatever they have. I don't want anything to do with the money. I'm just doing the platform. So I'm going to have some musicians play and hopefully get them some help. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. So next show tomorrow night, don't forget to tune in 9 p.m. Eastern with young Morpheus. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. I will now read your comments. Much love, everyone.